السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello my dear friends. This is Dr. Hoda. Today is an English lesson for grade 4. Inshallah we are going to read chapter 3 in Railway Children's Story and we are going to answer some questions. Let's start. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. بسم الله. Chapter 3. The Green Dragon. The children stayed away from the railway station after the adventure with the coal. They did not, however, stay away from the railway. They watched all the trains go by and gave them names. They knew the time of each train. They even gave names to the trains that rushed by during the night. They called one of the trains the Green Dragon. It went to London. An old gentleman often traveled on this train. One day, they waved to the train as it passed by. The old gentleman waved back. The children wondered if the old gentleman knew their father. He was in London too, they thought. The children's mother was still writing every day. Sometimes she was happy when an editor bought one of her stories. Sometimes she was sad when the stories came back to her. When she sold a story, she gave the children money to buy buns for tea. This shows that she was kind and caring, the theme of kindness. Okay? One day, Peter walked into the village to buy some buns. He met the station master. The station master spoke to him. He was very friendly. Peter was surprised. "Do you know who I am?" he asked. "You are the boy who stole the coal," the station master said. "Aren't you still angry with me?" Peter asked. "No, the past is the past. Where are you going now?" "I'm going to buy buns for our tea," Peter said. "I thought you were a poor family," the station master said. "We are, but when mother sells a story, we have buns for tea," Peter explained. "Are you proud to have such a clever mother?" the station master asked. "Oh yes," Peter replied. This shows that Peter was proud, the theme of pride. Okay? The station master said, "Come and visit the station anytime," and he continued on his way. Peter bought the buns and went home. The next day, Peter said to his sisters, "Let's go to the station and talk to the porter." "What about the station master?" Roberta said. "He invited us," Peter said. "He's not angry now." The children went to the station. The porter wasn't busy and he was pleased to answer all their questions about the trains and the railway. The station master came out of his room and promised to take them to the signal box one day. Signal box is a shelter or a small building that contains the levers and the equipments that coordinate the railway's trains. Okay? So, the station master came out of his room and promised to take them to the signal box one day. All the railway engines had numbers and Peter started to collect them. He wrote the numbers down in a little notebook. Peter's mother said, "It's all right for you to collect engine numbers, but don't walk on the railway lines. It can be dangerous. Make sure you know what way the trains are coming and be careful near tunnels and corners." As she said this, Mother put her hand to her head. "I don't feel well, children," she said. "I'm going to lie down." She lay down on her bed, but she did not get better. She began to get much worse. So lie is in the present form and lay is the past form of lie. Okay? Here the children are facing a problem. Their mother is ill. She's not good now. Okay? Mrs. Viney, who helped in the cottage, sent for the doctor. "You must rest," he said. "You must have special foods and medicine." He wrote a list of these things and gave it to Roberta. "You must be head nurse," he said, "and Peter must go to the village and buy these things." So Roberta and Peter are now responsible. They have to take care of mother. Roberta will be the head nurse, and Peter will go and buy the medicine and food for mother. The doctor left. Peter asked mother for money to buy the things that she needed. I have no money for such things, she said. I'll get better without them. The next day, Peter held up a notice as the green dragon came out of the tunnel towards the cottage. The notice said, "Look out at the station." The old gentleman saw the notice. He looked out at the station as the train came in. He saw a little girl, it was Phyllis, running towards his carriage. He stood up and leaned out of the window of his carriage. "Please read this," Phyllis said, and put a letter in his hand. The train left the station. The old gentleman sat down and read the letter. It was from Peter. The letter said, "Dear Mister, we don't know your name. Mother is ill and the doctor says we must give her some special things, but mother can't afford them. We do not know anyone here because father is away and we do not know where he lives. Father will pay you, or if he has lost all his money, I will pay you when I'm a man. I promise you. Please get all the things on this list and give them to the station master tomorrow." The letter was signed by Peter, Roberta, and Phyllis. The old gentleman read the letter and smiled. Then he put it in his pocket and started to read his newspaper again. That night, there was a knock on the door of the cottage. The porter from the railway station was there. An old gentleman gave this parcel to the station master. He said, "It's for you." The parcel was full of everything on the list of special things to make mother well again. There was a letter from the old gentleman. It said, "Dear Peter, Roberta, and Phyllis, here are the things on your list. I'm very happy to give them to you, and I hope your mother is soon better. When she asks where the things come from, tell her they are from a friend. When she's well, you can tell her the truth. She may say that you were wrong to ask a stranger for these things. I think you were right." The letter was signed by G.P. and something that the children could not read. So this shows that the old gentleman was helpful, and as the theme tackled is helpfulness. "I think we were right to ask the old gentleman for his help," Peter said. "The important thing is for mother to feel better." This shows that Peter was responsible. The theme of responsibility. Now let's answer some questions. I'll pay you when I'm a man. I promise you. Please get all the things on the list. Comment. The Railway Children was written by Edith Nesbit. We have to write this sentence in all the commentary questions. The Railway Children was written by Edith Nesbit. Peter wrote these words to the old gentleman in the letter. It happened when Peter decided to ask the old gentleman to buy them the special things that mother needed to get better. This shows that Peter is responsible. The events show that responsibility appears in hard times. In my opinion, Peter will pay the money back to the old gentleman. The children were responsible. Explain. Characters give life to stories. The Railway Children was written by Edith Nesbit. It is realistic fiction. The children were responsible when they decided to help mother in the housework and cooking. Also, when mother got tired, the doctor asked Roberta to be the head nurse and look after mother, and asked Peter to go to the village to buy the special things for her to get better. The events show responsibility appears in hard times. In my opinion, the children were responsible and they can face the challenges. Complete. The porter delivered a parcel to the family which was sent by the old gentleman. It is full of everything on the list. food and medicine to make mother feel better. Complete. The children waved to the old gentleman on the London train. Answer in one sentence. What would happen if the old gentleman did not bring the medicine for mother? I think the children would ask the station master to help them. The station master proved to be forgiving. Discuss. Characters give life to stories. The Railway Children was written by Edith Nesbit. It is realistic fiction. The station master proved to be forgiving when he caught Peter stealing coal and didn't send him to the police. Also, when he met Peter in the village, he was very friendly and told him the past is the past. The events show that forgiveness is a must because no one is perfect. In my opinion, the station master will help the children if they face any problem. Complete the following questions. The station master was helpful and forgiving when? The station master was helpful and forgiving when he forgave the children for stealing coal from the station as they didn't mean any harm. The important thing is for mother to feel better. These words were said by? Yes, they were said by Peter, which shows that he is responsible. The theme revealed is responsibility appears in hard times. And now we've come to the end of chapter 3. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share the videos with your friends. Thank you. Bye.